The fact that you are sitting here and hearing this discourse, you have this interest in you, is an indication of your good devotional sanskars. You have engaged in devotion in the past. And that has resulted in this tendency towards devotion that you are manifesting at the present. So in past many lives, we did all the japas, we did all the pujas, we did all the path, we went to the tirthyatras, but we did not attach the mind. We were doing the arti and the mind, we were thinking, my child is crying there. We were doing the japa and we were thinking, my neighbor, I hope he's not breaking the flowers in my garden. We were going on tirthyatra and thinking, there are too many flies here and this rickshaw wala is a cheat and the hotel wala is a demon. In other words, we left the mind in the world and we engaged the body. Once one father-in-law was sitting in his worship room. When the neighbor came, the daughter-in-law opened. So the guest, neighbor, he asked, can I speak to your father-in-law? So she said, no, at present he is busy arguing with the cobbler. Now the father-in-law was hearing the words, went into the worship room, he came out indignant. He asked the daughter-in-law that, what are you saying? I'm arguing with the cobbler, I'm busy in that, I was sitting in my puja room. She said, yes, father, you were. But you inquired 3 times, disrupting your puja, has the cobbler come with my shoes or not? Your mind was there in the cobbler, you were only doing the physical act. God says that it will not lead to God realization. You give me your mind. The world sees the acts. God sees the mind. Let us say that there is a politician who has come and you have gone, as is customary, you've offered a garland of flowers. But you are thinking that this rogue from the opposition party, I wish I could offer him a flower of shoes, garland of shoes. Now God is noting, you have offered him a garland of shoes. But Swamiji, I offered him a garland of flowers. That's all right, but what was the thought in your mind? That thought is important. You were thinking, I wish I could offer shoes. That is what created or destroyed your personality, not the action. That is what God has noted. That is what we need to correct. The world doesn't care. The world sees the externals. If somebody has come to your house and you see him from afar, oh, Sharmaji has come. But he will eat my head for 1 hour and I'll have to spend money in giving him the snacks. This is your internal thought. Why did he come? But then you realize that your file is in his office and you cannot displease him. So with that idea, you went up to the door. Are Sharmaji, what kind of a friend are you? You never show your face. You should come here more often. Listen, make some halwa puri and bring it for him. Now Sharmaji doesn't know what that Mishraji is thinking. So he thinks, oh, Mishraji loves me so much. He's seen the externals. Now if we were to do that with God, that with your mouth you say, Man karu sumiran, Radhe Rani ke charan. And with your mind you think, Swamiji, you are continuing to speak, this is giving me tension. God will say, you never did any kirtan. Never did any kirtan, but I was singing along with Swamiji for 10 minutes. That's right, but where was your mind? That is what God was noting. So God sees within. Actually, the intention is also important to the world. If Sharmaji came to know that Mishraji is thinking this nuisance is going to waste my 1 hour, he will never step into the house again. But people in the world are not all knowing. They do not know what the other is thinking. That is why this world is running somehow or the other. If everything became revealed, everyone would start fighting with the other. My brother thinks like this, my business partner thinks in this manner, my wife, my husband, this is what they really think about me. The whole world would have started fighting and would have destroyed each other. But the world, whatever it is, however it is running, in the spiritual realm, we need to correct ourselves from within. The cause of bondage and liberation is the mind. We need to offer the mind to God. You may say, why does God lay such emphasis on the mind? Why not on the senses? The reason is, without the mind being involved with the senses, the work of the senses has no meaning. Just like you are sitting here and hearing the discourse, you are doing so with your senses, seeing with the eyes, hearing with the ears, but the mind is also involved in that activity. That is why it has an importance. And if the mind wanders, as it must be wandering during this whole period, those words, they are gone for you. What did I say? Swamiji, I started thinking of something else. But the words fell into your ears? Yes, my ears were getting purified. This is the concept. This is a very typical Indian concept. Kaan pavitra karo. When you grow old and nobody asks of you at home, you go and sit in the satsang and take the sabba along to cut it there, or the sweater to stitch. And then after the satsang, when you walk out, somebody says, what did Panditji say? I don't know what he said, I was just purifying my ears. Now if you wish to purify your ears, you do it with soap and water. How are these words going to help? We need to purify the mind.